The Kansas City Chiefs are officially a dynasty in my opinion. They've been to 4 out of the last 5 Super Bowls and they've won 3 of them. They did lose one to Tom Brady when he was with Tampa Bay his first year. They went out and they upgraded their offense even more, giving Patrick Mahomes another insane receiver option, another weapon for him. Xavier Worthy, the fastest combine history 40-yard dash. Dude is completely fast. He's faster than anybody that's ever been in the combine. So maybe Tyreek Hill 2.0, maybe he's going to be better than him. Maybe he won't live up to the hype. In this roster that I have right now, he is a 74 overall star dev. He did have normal dev, but he's first round pick, so I'm giving him star dev automatically. Definitely going to be starting him in the slot over Kadarius Toney. I don't know what the Chiefs are planning on doing with him, but for us, he's going to be our 4th string receiver. We got Rashee Rice. I'm putting him at number 1 receiver. He's an 81 overall with hidden dev because technically he's still a rookie on this roster. Marquise Hollywood Brown coming over in free agency is going to be our number 2 receiver, 82 overall with star dev. Patrick Mahomes, 99 overall X Factor, no doubt. In my opinion, dude should have like 100 rating, highest in Madden history. Pacheco at running back, 86 with star dev. Travis Kelce still a 99 overall X Factor at tight end. We got Juwan Taylor at right tackle, 73 overall with star dev. At right guard, we do have Trey Smith. For some reason, he's out for 1 week. I don't know why Madden does this every single time. Starting a whole brand new franchise with no pre-existing injuries, and we're at the very first week of the preseason, have not played any games, and they're like, yep, this dude's injured already. 89 overall with star dev. At center, we got Creed Humphrey, 91 with star. Tooney at left guard is a 92 with star, and then we got the rookie Sua Matea at left tackle. He's a 70 with normal dev. He's gonna be starting for us right away. Defensively, Chris Jones, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL, if not the best, since Aaron Donald has officially retired. 97 with X Factor. Nandi at defensive tackle 2 is a 75 with star. George Karlaftis is actually looking pretty good in real life. He's an 81 with star. Dana at right end is a 79 with normal. Trent McDuffie 89 with star dev. Cornerback situation is not looking the greatest. We have Williams in the slot, 72 with normal, and then Watson's our number 2 corner, 75 with normal. Strong safety, we got Justin Reed, 82 with star dev. Free safety, we got Cook, 75 with normal dev. Nick Bolton, one of the great middle linebackers in the NFL. He's an 84 with star dev. Drew Tranquil, outside linebacker, is 81 with normal. And then Chanel, outside linebacker, 78 with normal dev. So we're going to be rolling with this roster. It's the current roster that the Chiefs have in real life. We're going to go with them for this first season. We're going to do a 3-year rebuild, see how many Super Bowls we can win, see if Xavier Worthy can light up the freaking NFL in this Chiefs offense with Patrick Mahomes throwing to him. This is the roster I'll be using for this video. It's from Green Machine Sam. Says it's called Madden 25 roster update. It has the 2024 NFL offseason updates, jersey numbers updated. It has the draft picks 1 through 223 done, custom depth charts, and he hit the creative player limit. All you have to do is click on it, click download file. I already have it saved before, so I'm going to override it so it updates to the newest version that this guy has updated it to. And once it gets done downloading to 100%, download is complete, go ahead and back out. Press circle to back out. Go over to load and delete files. Press R1 to go to roster, and it's the one on top called Madden 25 roster update. Click that. It says if you load this file, all your current progress will be lost. Would you select to load this file? Yes. It's loaded successfully, and then all you have to do is go in and start your franchise. And once you start the franchise, it will have the updated roster that you have just downloaded and uploaded. So you come in here and go to create a new league. Use active roster, and it's going to import that roster that we just downloaded, and it's going to have all the updated roster moves, updated jersey numbers, all the draft picks, because this guy spent time to go through and create the roster, and today we are going to take advantage of that. I am officially 100% for sure starting Xavier Worthy in the slot so that way he can try to get as many targets as possible. We're going to see if this dude can break out. I didn't realize that he's only 5'11", 165 pounds. Dude is really small. I'm going to be using auto-generated draft classes for the whole 3 years. We're going to be focusing on cornerback with our 3-tier scout, and then offensive tackle, corner, and safety. Here at the midseason point, we are 4-3, currently leading the division. I was hoping we were going to be doing a little bit better, but I'll take it for now. The Broncos are 4-3, Chargers are 2-4, and the Raiders are 1-6. See what players we have to negotiate with here. We got $34 million in cap space. Marquise Brown, going to be trying to see if we want to bring him back. Derek Nottie. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kelvin Joseph. Probably just going to wait on everybody for now until the end of the year and see what we need to do. Currently at week 10, we are 6-3. We just beat the Dolphins 35-21. We got a weekly award. You know we got to check that out. Who's it going to be? Patrick Mahomes. But of course, 277 yards passing, 3 passing touchdowns, and he had 31 rushing yards with 1 rushing touchdown. TJ Watt had 4 sacks in 1 game. Dude is incredible. Still here at that week 10 spot, and I just came to check the depth chart because something told me to, and it had Xavier Worthy as a number 4 receiver, and they had Kadarius Toney in the slot, and they had actually moved him to start in the slot also. So I'm glad I checked that because I don't want Kadarius Toney taking any snaps from Xavier Worthy. End of the regular season, I don't know what the hell happened, but we finished 9-8 and we did not make the playoffs. The Broncos went 10-7 and won the division. Yeah, highly unlikely. Chargers went 6-11. Raiders went 6-11. Let's go check out the schedule because we were setting pretty at the midseason point. So we left off from right here at week 10, and then boom, we beat the Eagles, and then we lost to the Raiders, lost to the Packers, lost to the Bills, beat the Patriots and the Raiders, and then lost to the Bengals, lost to the Chargers. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses and only 3 wins in the second half of the season. Checking out the season stats, we had the 10th ranked offense, Patrick Mahomes 6th in passing yards and 4th in passing touchdowns, and defensively ranked 24th. Patrick Mahomes had 4,000 yards passing, 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 69% completion with a 109 rating. Great season from him. Isaiah Pacheco, a little underwhelming, only 3.8 per carry. Want him to have about 4.5 at least. He had 968 yards with 10 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes almost 400 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Travis Kelce 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns on 94 catches. Rashee Rice 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. Marquise Brown 700 yards with 2 touchdowns. And I guess the computer decided to mess with the depth chart again. I hate that, man. Have it turned off to where it does not mess with the depth chart, but they still do it anyways. Xavier Worthy 37 catches, 492 yards, 6 touchdowns. Kadarius Toney 36 catches, 400 yards with 6 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Drew Tranquill led the team in tackles with 99. Bolton had 97. Tackles for loss, Chris Jones with 16. Nadi had 9. Carl Laftis with 9. Omenihu with 9. Sacks, Chris Jones led the team with 10.5. Carl Laftis only had 6. Dana had 4. Omenihu 10.5 or 2.5, my bad. Jalen Watson led the team in interceptions with 3. Jaden Hicks, the rookie safety, had 2 interceptions. Crazy. Tranquill, Cook, Jones, and McDuffie all have 1 interception. The Eagles ended up beating the Texans in the Super Bowl 24-17, and Saquon Barkley won Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott won MVP of the regular season with the Cowboys. John Harbaugh, Coach of the Year with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year with the Ravens. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. J.J. McCarthy won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Vikings. We have $55 million in cap room. I'm definitely want to bring back Marquise Brown. He's 27 years old, 82 overall, star dev. He has a good amount of interest to come back, and he's not too expensive. I'm offering this 3-year deal, and he's coming back. Everyone else, I think I'm going to let him walk. I'm going to try to upgrade the defensive tackle spot in free agency. If I can always bring Nadi back in free agency. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Do I want to bring him back? He only wants 2 years, about $8 million. Nah, I think I'm going to just wait on that. We got $44 million. So everyone else we're going to move on from except for the punter. Now we're going to get a new punter. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. On the offensive side, I don't think we really need anything. I guess the biggest weakness would be left tackle, but we got a rookie that's going into his 2nd year now. He was a 70 overall, and he's already up to a 74. So I'm good with that. We don't need to do anything on offense. Defensively, we need to do something about this defensive tackle spot for sure. Or maybe, how big is Omenihu? 280 pounds. We could just go ahead and move him there. Let me see what his rating will be if we move him to defensive tackle. 280 pounds is definitely big enough to play defensive tackle in the 4-3, in my opinion. He's a 78 with normal dev. All right, we'll go ahead and roll with that. We do have Uzoma here. He's another defensive end. So we have depth at the defensive end spot. Really, the main thing for me is cornerback. We need help at corner because our passing defense was terrible. And then free safety, it looks like Connor has outplayed Cook. He's also up to star dev, so I guess we could roll with that again. And Chanel jumped up to star dev. So, I mean, the defense wasn't the greatest, but maybe they'll get better. We need another cornerback for sure. Maybe a legit number 2, and then Watson will be on the slot because Watson actually led the team in interceptions, I think with 3 if I remember. These are the free agent options that we have at cornerback, and really I'm not interested in any of these guys. So what I want to do is actually go to look at the draft prospects, because there's one guy that we have 100% scouted, and he looks like he's going to be a top 5 talent, and that's Michael Noble, as you can see right there. I'm going to get a closer look here. 100% scouted, says a true top 5 guy. He's a zone guy, but he still has B-man coverage. Let's look at him a little bit closer. He's 5'10", 188 pounds, 22 years old. He has elite acceleration, good agility, good speed, solid strength, A awareness, B-man coverage, A tackle, A zone coverage. Yeah, he has A catching. I think the move is going to be to trade up and try to get this guy, if possible. They're probably going to want like everything in their arms and legs on top of it to get a #1 pick. And luckily we did not make the playoffs, so we're not coming all the way from like 31 spot. We're going to be coming from the middle of the draft up, so maybe it won't be that bad. We actually have a lot of teams interested in trading for Kadarius Toney. I wasn't even wanting to trade him, but honestly, I don't want him on the team anymore. I'm tired of him taking snaps from other players, so we have a lot of people wanting to get him. I'm going to go ahead and trade him to the Baltimore Ravens for Justice Hill. He's a running back, 77 overall with normal dev. We need a backup running back. We're going to get a couple of draft picks also. Really, I wouldn't care if they want to trade me a bag full of dog crap. I don't want Kadarius Toney on the team anymore. Here in the draft, and it's just about to start, I'm trying to trade for the #1 overall pick, which the Rams have, but they're out of their minds if they think I'm going to give them Chris Jones and Creed Humphrey, or Chris Jones plus a bunch of first-round picks. So we're not going to get the #1 pick. I'm going to hope that the Rams don't draft the cornerback that we want and see if we can get the #2 pick instead. Let's see who the Rams decide to draft. And of course, they take the cornerback that I wanted. Go figure. All right, well, that's okay, because there's actually... Let's go to the draft board. There's some other cornerbacks that I scouted. They're not true top 5 talents, but I have 100% scouted, and they're actually first-round guys. They're down here pretty far, but still in the first round. Terrence Boss, first-round guy. He's a zone guy's only thing, so his man coverage is a B. And then we got BJ Beckham, true first-round talent. He has B-man coverage and B-zone coverage. And then Jeremiah Green, he actually has A-man coverage with B-zone coverage. So that might be the guy right there. Plus he's 6'4". Dang, dude's tall. All right, we're still in the first round. We're here at the 17th pick, which is ours. I went ahead and I simulated every pick one by one to see if anyone was drafted cornerbacks, but nobody did draft any other corners. So we have our pick here, and I'm going to go ahead and pick Jeremiah Green from Virginia Tech. 6'4", 182 pounds. He's a man-to-man scheme fit. True first-round talent. We saw he got A-man coverage. 21 years old, and it says that we are top fit for him. He has solid acceleration, great agility, great change of direction, great jumping, good speed, decent strength. C awareness is kind of concerning, but he does have A-man coverage, B press, B zone. His tackling is a C, but he has B catching, B hit power. He's got hidden dev with 91 speed. In the second round, I'm going to take this quarterback, Hayden Reese. Nah, I'm just kidding. Definitely don't need a quarterback. What I am going to do, though, is take a chance on this free safety, Josh Holiday from Auburn. He's 6'2", 210 pounds. He's a zone scheme fit. Projected to go second to third round. Only got him 50% scouted, so I'm taking a chance for sure. 22 years old. He has solid acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, great jumping, great speed, good strength. He has the fastest 40-yard dash and the #1 vertical jump in the NFL Combine of all free safeties. He has A awareness, which is good. C-man coverage and C-zone coverage is not great, but he does have the potential to have A in a lot of other categories. So here we go. He has hidden dev with 91 speed. Might be our new starting free safety, possibly, potentially. Third round, I'm going to take a chance on this defensive tackle, Emmett Robinson from UCF. He's 6'4", 309 pounds. He's a power rushing guy. Only got him 50% scouted. Really don't know too much. And he's 22 years old. Marginal acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction, good jumping, solid speed with good strength. He has the potential to have A hit power and A tackle. He for sure has B power moves with C awareness. Finesse moves is terrible with the D. It's got normal dev with 89 strength. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. The cornerback we took in the first round is a 76 overall, so that's good to see. He has hidden dev, 21 years old, 91 speed, 82 man coverage with 75 zone coverage, and he has 65 awareness. The second round, we took that free safety, and he's actually a 75 overall, so that's a pretty good pick. I'll probably end up starting him right away. He's 6'2", 210 pounds, 22 years old. Hidden dev, 91 speed, 74 zone coverage, 66 tackle. He does have 78 hit power and 76 awareness. Rest of the draft picks not looking so great, but let's check out the entire NFL draft recap. Number 1 pick was that corner that we wanted. Nobles went to the freaking Rams because they wanted everything plus their brother and sister in the trade, but we didn't want to give it up. He's an 80 overall, 22 years old with hidden dev. Dude is looking ridiculously good. It sucks we couldn't get him, but definitely didn't want to give up all that just for him. See where the highest in the whole class was, that cornerback. And then it drops all the way down to 77. There's 3 of them here. There's a running back got drafted in the second round to the Patriots, Amari Grubbs. This is the starting lineup for season 2. At quarterback, we got Patrick Mahomes, 99 X Factor. Running back, Pacheco, 90 with star dev. Backup running back, Hill, he's a 78 with normal dev. We traded Kadarius Toney to get him and a couple of draft picks. Wide receiver 1, we got Rasheed Rice, he's 84 with star. Xavier Worthy in the slot, 77 with star. Marquise Brown, 82 with star. Tight end Travis Kelce's down to a 95 with X Factor. He was a 99 last year, so his age is starting to catch up to him in Madden. Taylor at right tackle is a 75 with star. Smith is a 91 with star. Humphrey's a 93 with superstar. Tooney's a 90 with star. And then we got Sula Matea at left tackle. He's a 74 with normal dev. Defensively, Chris Jones is a 98 with X Factor at defensive tackle. I moved Omenihu to defensive tackle. He was a defensive end. He's a 78 with normal. Dan is an 80 with normal, and Carl Aft is an 84 with star. Trent McDuffie's a 90 with star, number 1 cornerback. In the slot, we got the rookie first round draft pick cornerback, 76 with hidden dev. Watson's gonna be our number 2 corner. He's 77 with star. Reed at strong safety is 83 with star. And I'm starting the rookie free safety we drafted in the second round. He's a 75 with hidden dev. He's going to be over top of Connor and Cook, so we have some good depth there. Nick Bolton at middle linebacker is 86 with star. Chanel's at 80 with star, and then Tranquil is 82 with normal dev. I did put Xavier Worthy in the slot, so 100% see that it is there. He is there. I already did this last year, but the computer loves to move it around. And then the rookie corner is going to be slot cornerback for us, and also apparently he's the best returner we have on the team. A kick returner, he's an 89, and at punt return, he's an 88. So maybe he'll get some touchdowns that way. For our scouts, we're going cornerback again with the 3-tier, offensive tackle with the 2-tier, and then we're going offensive tackle, cornerback, and wide receiver. We just lost the first game of the season, 34-31 against the Ravens, and we got a Player of the Week award, and it's going to be Watson, the cornerback. He had 13 tackles as a cornerback. That's crazy, and 1 interception. At the midseason point, we are 5-2, off to a great start. We're leading the division. The Chargers are 4-3, Raiders are 2-5, the Broncos are 2-5. Let's see what players we have to negotiate with. We got $46 million in cap room. Creed Humphrey, definitely want to bring him back. He wants 3 years, $41 million. Dude is a 93 overall with superstar, and he's coming back. We got $33 million left. Trey Smith at right guard, I do want to bring him back for sure, but for some reason he has 0 interest in coming back. What's dragging this man down? His scheme fit. He doesn't like the fact that we run a West Coast spread. Dude doesn't like the fact that we're running an offense for Patrick Mahomes. That is not good. I'm gonna go ahead and offer him this deal. Yeah, he's not gonna want to come back. Nick Bolton, definitely want to bring him back. He wants 5 years, $70 million, and he has a ton of interest. I'm gonna offer that deal to him, and he's coming back. Justin Reed, we might end up moving on from him. Omenihu, let's see how he does. The rest of these guys, we're probably gonna end up Harrison Butker. Wait, hold on. Oh, we got a 50-year option for McDuffie and Carl Laptis. Okay, we're definitely gonna be picking those up. End of the regular season, we're finally back to our glorious days. We're 12-5, won the division. Chargers went 11-6, Raiders went 7-10, Broncos went 6-11. Let's check out the season stats and see how we did. We had the 7th ranked offense. Patrick Mahomes started in passing yards and 3rd in passing touchdowns. 8th ranked defense, so the defense stepped up big. Patrick Mahomes had 4,200 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions, 72% completion with a 114 rating. MVP like year for him. Isaiah Pacheco finally getting back on track. He had 3.8 per carry last year. This year, a good 4.6. 1,200 yards rushing, 14 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Justice Hill had 4 in a backup role. Xavier Worthy had a huge breakout year. He had 78 catches, 1,100 yards, most on the team with 12 touchdowns. Dude had a 92-yard touchdown reception with his blazing speed. Travis Kelce, 87 catches, the most on the team with 985 yards and 16 touchdowns, still proving to be a red zone threat. Marquise Brown, 900 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. Rashee Rice, 597 yards with 3 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco, 400 yards receiving with 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Drew Tranquil led the team in tackles with 110. Nick Bolton had 104. Tackles for loss, Chris Jones had 20. Carl Aptis, 13. Omenehu, 12. And Robinson had 11. Sacks, George Karlaftis led the team with 8, so we're not really getting a lot of sack production here. Omenehu had 6. Jones had 4. Tranquil had 3. And Robinson had 2.5. Dana only had 2. Interceptions, McDuffie had 4. Bolton had 3, and then we got Tranquil, Green, the rookie cornerback Green had 1, Watson and Reed all have 1. Check out the return yards real quick because that rookie should have been getting some. He had 3 kick returns for 73 yards and punt returns. Justice Hill got all of them for some reason. I don't know why they keep moving the depth chart around. We're going to be playing against the 10-7 Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card round, and we just played against them in week 18 of the regular season where we beat them 28-5. So that means that they have gotten a safety to get that 2 points. And we have the Bills against the Titans, the Colts against the Chargers, and then the Ravens have a first round bye week. We did beat the Steelers 35-17, so we beat them 2 games in a row. Now we're going to be playing against the 12-5 Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. The Bills just beat the Titans 27-17. On the other side, we have the Ravens against the Chargers. We did manage to scrape by the Bills 31-28 in a very close game. Now we're going to be playing against the 14-3 Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game. They had a first round bye week, and then they just beat the Chargers 35-10. On the other side, we have the 49ers against the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. We have a new injury here, so let's check that out. This is before the Ravens game, and it's going to be Rashee Rice. He had a dislocated elbow, so he's going to be out for 3 weeks. He got placed on the injured reserve because that's the rest of the season, so even if we make it to the Super Bowl, he's not even going to be coming back. Unfortunately, the Ravens beat us 28-14 in the AFC Championship game, knocking us out of the playoffs. Lamar Jackson had a 144 rating. Damn. 250 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, 127 rating, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing wise, Lamar Jackson had the most with 52, and he had 1 touchdown. We basically had no running game. Pacheco, 14 carries, only 23 yards, 1.6 per carry. Not good, buddy. Receiving, Mark Andrews had the most. They still got Odell Beckham. Ross had 52, Worthy had 43, Brown had 43 with 1 touchdown. Pacheco had 1 receiving touchdown. Drew Tranquil led the team with the most tackles, and look, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that had the most tackles on the whole game, so our defense was on the field way too damn much. And the Ravens are the only one that had a sack, and there was no interceptions. In a surprising turn of events, the Seahawks beat the Ravens in the Super Bowl 28-21, and wide receiver Tyler Lockett won Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson won MVP of the regular season with the Ravens. Nick Sirianni, Coach of the Year with the Eagles. Lamar Jackson also won Offensive Player of the Year with the Ravens. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. We have $51 million in cap room. Definitely picking up the 5th-year option for Trent McDuffie. Still want to try to bring Trey Smith back. He just has 0 interest because he hates playing with Patrick Mahomes, apparently, because the scheme fit. He hates the West Coast spread for Kansas City. Makes a whole lot of sense, dude. You just hate winning Super Bowls. So let's try this 5-year deal for him. He's coming back, so we just overpaid for him, but we got him coming back. George Karlaftis, a 5th-year option on him. Definitely picking it up. We got $29 million left. Justin Reed at strong safety. We could try to bring him back, or we could just move one of the other safeties. I think we have like 3 basically quality starting free safeties that we can move one of them to strong safety. Omenehu, probably going to move on from him because he has no interest in coming back to the team. Justice Hill moving on. Justin Ross. All these guys we're going to be moving on from. Maybe Harrison Butker. He has 0 interest in coming back to the team also. Well, you know what? Screw it. We move on from him too. Punter, let's try to bring him back. Nope, nobody wants to come back to a Super Bowl caliber team. All right, peace out. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. Xavier Worthy went up to superstar dev after having that breakout year, so that's good to see. Once again, the left tackle was the weakest point on the team, which is not even bad at all. Defensively, we need to do something at defensive tackle for sure, and I ended up moving Connor to strong safety. He's a 78 overall with star dev. Still might look around to see if we can't upgrade that or not. You know, we have a limited amount of funds, so defensive tackle is definitely going to be our #1 priority. Other than that, the team is pretty much built to go ahead and chase that ring right now. Free agency, we ended up getting the best punter available, Ryan Stonehouse. He's an 83 overall. The best kicker available was Will Lutz. He's a 79 overall. And then we also got Osa Odigizua at defensive tackle to upgrade that. He is a 79 overall with normal dev, scheme fit. We only got 11 million left, so we're going to the draft. Here in the first round of the draft, we have pick number 30. Since we made it so far in the playoffs, I'm going to take a chance on this strong safety, Brian Parrish from LSU. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's a zone guy. Only have him 50% scouted. It says he's projected to go first to second round. We don't really need anything on the team, but we could try to upgrade the strong safety spot if this dude just happens to be amazing. 21 years old, he has great acceleration, good agility, good change of direction with great jump and solid speed, decent strength. Looks to be a pretty good athlete overall. He has B awareness, A catching. His man coverage is between a B and a D, zone coverage between A and a C, and he does have B tackle for sure. He got hidden dead with 88 speed. It's a good little pick. Second round, I'm going to take a chance on this outside linebacker, Chuck Harris from Wisconsin. He's 6'3", 242 pounds, so he's a run stopper. Probably end up moving him to middle linebacker. Got him 50% scouted, don't really know a ton about him, but it looks like he has the potential to be good. 21 years old, he has great acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, good jumping, elite speed with solid strength. He does have A awareness, B catching, A pursuit with A tackle. And he only has normal dev with 86 speed. I simulated the rest of the picks. The strong safety we took in the first round is only a 73 overall, unfortunately. He does have hidden dev, 21 years old, 88 speed, 76 zone coverage with 71 tackle. Man coverage is only a 63. In the second round, we took this outside linebacker, Harris. He's actually a 76 overall. He only has normal dev, 21 years old, 84 tackle, 80 hit power, 86 speed, 77 awareness with 76 play rec. The rest of these guys are looking like they're all going to be backups, so let's check out the entire NFL draft recap. #1 pick was a defensive end that went to the Giants, 75 overall. And then the Cardinals got him a tight end with the #2 pick, who's an 80 overall. And the highest in the whole class was a center that went to the Patriots, 83 overall. And he has hidden dev from Wisconsin. 92 strength, 83 run block, 83 pass block with 83 awareness, 76 speed, 86 acceleration. This is the starting lineup for the third and final season of the rebuild. Patrick Mahomes still a 99 overall X factor at quarterback. Pacheco is a 92 with superstar. Priestley is going to be backing him up, 73 with normal dev. Rashee Rice is an 86 with star. Worthy is an 81 with superstar in the slot. Marquise Hollywood Brown is an 83 with star, #2 receiver. Travis Kelce's down to a 92, still has an X factor at tight end. Taylor, 77 with star. Smith, we had to overpay him a lot, but he's back, 92 with star dev at right guard. Creed Humphrey at center is a 94 with superstar. Tooney is a 91 with star, and then Sua Matea is a 76 with normal dev at left tackle. Defensively, Chris Jones is a 98 X factor. We brought in Osa Odigizua to be our #2 defensive tackle from free agency. He is a 79 with normal dev. Dana is an 81 with normal dev, and then Carl Aptis is an 86 with star as our other defensive end spot. Trent McDuffie's a 92 with superstar. Watson is down in the slot now. He's an 80 with star because Green has developed over top of him at this point. He's an 81 with star dev, our #2 corner. We got Connor at strong safety, moving him from free safety. He's a 78 with star. And then the rookie first rounder, Parrish, is going to be backing him up, 73 with hidden dev. Chanel, outside linebacker, is 82 with star. And then Harris, the other rookie we drafted in the second round, is going to be backing him up, 76 with normal dev. Nick Bolton at middle linebacker is an 89 with star. Tranquil's an 81. He's up to star dev. And then at free safety, we got Holiday, 79 with star dev. Serious question here for the Madden developers or the Madden algorithm or whatever the heck decides what's going on with the specialists on the playbook defensive side. We have George Karlaftis, who's 86 overall with star dev as a defensive end, but for some reason he's not a third down pass rushing defensive end. This dude Robinson, who's only a 66 overall, is. Same thing with Jackson, 75 overall. He's not even a defensive end, he's an outside linebacker. Look on the regular defense here. We got Karlaftis, 86 overall with star dev as our regular defensive end. Why is he not being put in there? I'll do generate best lineup. Go over to the specialist. Look, Jackson and Robinson. Can you please explain this? At the midseason point, we're off to a decent start. We're 4-2, second in the division to the Raiders, who are 5-2. Broncos and Chargers are both terrible, 1-5 and 1-6. See if we can make it to the playoffs. Into the regular season, we finished 13-4, our best season yet. We won the division. Raiders went 9-8, Broncos went 7-10, Chargers went 3-14. Somehow we only got a wild card spot. See what happened with the regular season stats here. We had the first ranked offense, Patrick Mahomes second in passing yards and fourth in passing touchdowns. Defense ranked number 9, love to see it. Patrick Mahomes 4,200 yards passing, 37 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, 73% completion with the 119 rating. His best season yet in the rebuild. He should win MVP with that. Isaiah Pacheco, 5 yards per carry, freaking awesome. 1,200 yards rushing with 15 touchdowns, only 248 carries. Patrick Mahomes almost 500 yards rushing, 5.4 per carry with 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Xavier Worthy, another great season, 88 catches, 1,200 yards, only 4 touchdowns though. Rasheed Rice, 1,000 yards with 16 touchdowns. Travis Kelce still putting up good stats in his 12th year, 860 receiving yards with 11 touchdowns. Marquise Hollywood Brown, 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Drew Tranquill led the team in tackles with 115. Jeremiah Gray, the cornerback, had the second most with 89. Tackles for loss, Carl Aptis had 17. Jones had 15. Dana had 11. And then Uzomah only had 8. Sacks, Chris Jones had the most with 9.5. Odigizua, 6.5, pretty good free agent pickup. Mike Dana, 4.5. And then Uzomah had 3.5. Tranquill, 2.5. Chanel had 2. Carl Aptis only had 1. So the sack production in the Chiefs defensive playbook and simulation is just not good. Nick Bolton had 2 interceptions. Jeremiah Green had 2. McDuffie had 1. Holiday had 1. And Watson had 1. We will be playing against the 9-8 division rival Las Vegas Raiders in the wild card round. We also have the Ravens against the Bengals, the Colts against the Patriots, and then the Bills had a first round bye week. We destroyed the Raiders in the playoffs 35-7. Now we're going to be playing against the 10-7 Indianapolis Colts in the divisional round. The Colts just beat the Patriots barely, 31-29. And then we have the Bills against the Bengals. We beat the Colts 27-17. Going to be playing against the 11-6 Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Championship game. The Bengals knocked out the Ravens in the wildcard round 30-24, and then they beat the Bills 21-17. So they definitely had the hardest path in the playoffs so far. I mean, we beat the number 7 seed Raiders and then the number 4 seed Colts. On the other side, we have the 49ers against the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy at quarterback. We did beat the Bengals in the AFC Championship game 42-14. We're going to be playing against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. 49ers were number 1 seed and they beat the Cowboys 35-27, and then they beat the Vikings 27-19. Unfortunately, we're going to have to play the Super Bowl without Travis Kelce at tight end because he has a quad strain and he's out for this week. Here we are in the Super Bowl. First quarter, and we're up 2-0, so we got a safety. Now we're up 9-0, 9-7. We're still winning in the second quarter. Now we're losing 14-9. Now we're up 16-14 at the halftime. We're up 19-14 in the third. Now we're losing. Now we're up 26-22 in the fourth quarter. Can we hold them off to get this win in the Super Bowl? Now we're down by 3, and we're up 33-29 in the fourth, and we did win this Super Bowl 33-29. A weird ass score. But we are closing out the rebuild on a high note. Patrick Mahomes back where he belongs. I did not ruin the history and the legacy of the Chiefs, even though we missed the playoffs in the first week, but we got it. The ultimate goal. Brock Purdy walking off as a loser in the Super Bowl yet again. Brock Purdy actually played a hell of a game. He had a 124 rating, 340 yards passing with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, 75% completion, so he couldn't have done much better. Patrick Mahomes, 116 rating, 269 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey had a hell of a game, 100 yards, 6 per carry, did fumble 1 time. Pacheco, 99 yards, 7.6 per carry with 1 touchdown. That's a pretty good game from him as well. Deebo Samuel had 175 yards. Damn. Barry Caber, the backup tight end, came in and had 10 catches for 109 yards because Travis Kelce was out with that quad sprain or strain or whatever the hell it was. And he had a touchdown. Marquise Brown, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Rasheed Rice, 46 yards. Purcell for the 49ers had 38 yards. Xavier Worthy, 4 catches, 36 yards, 1 touchdown. In the Super Bowl, Nick Bolton had the most tackles with 10. McDuffie also had 10 sacks. Odigizua coming through with 2 sacks in the Super Bowl, man. Clutch. And then Fred Warner had the 1 interception for the 49ers. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP and he won regular season MVP. So that's good to see. Kyle Shanahan won Coach of the Year with the 49ers. Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year with the Eagles. Max Crosby, Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders. This is what the final team is looking like. Patrick Mahomes, 99 X Factor, coming off of a Super Bowl MVP and another Super Bowl victory. Pacheco's up to a 99 because he has a huge morale boost, +5. Looks like most of the players have big morale boosts, but he's a 99 with Superstar. She Rice, 94 with Superstar. Hollywood Brown's down in the slot now because Xavier Worthy has developed over him at this point. He's an 85 with Star. Worthy's at 86 with Superstar. Travis Kelce's all the way down to a 90 overall with a +4 boost, so technically he's a 86 overall. Still has X Factor. How old is the dude at this point? 36 years old, man, that's ancient in NFL age. Taylor at right tackle is an 81 with Star. Smith is a 96 with Star at right guard. Creed Humphrey, 98 with Superstar. Tooney is a 91 with Star, and then Sua Matea has actually developed pretty good. He's up to 81 with normal dev. Started out at a 70 overall. On the defensive side, Chris Jones, a 98 with X Factor. Also, Odigizua coming up clutch in the Super Bowl with 2 sacks. He's an 82 with normal dev. Dan is an 84 with normal. Carl Aptis, 89 with Star dev. Trey McDuffie's all the way up to a 96, but still only has Star dev. Watson's 81 with Star. And then Green, he's actually up to 86 overall. He's been developing pretty good too. He has Star dev. Connor at strong safety, 82 with Star. Holiday's up to 83 with Star. Nick Bolton, 93 with Star. Chanel is an 85 with Star. And Tranquil is an 80. He's down to normal dev. If you're still watching the video at this point, props to you. Go ahead and comment down below harsh times so I know that you're still watching. I'm going to say harsh times because we started out with harsh times in this video. We did not make the playoffs at all with a 99 overall X Factor. Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. I know it's disgusting, but in the end, we reached the goal. We won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. That's going to be it for the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.